black yo magic. That black yo magic, magic.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samaya Jackson and I'm back again with another video. If you can hear barking, it's because my neighbor's dogs are literally going crazy and it's so annoying. So if you can, just please ignore the noise in the background, and if you see me looking like this way or this way, it's because I'm trying to see what I'm doing to do this tutorial. But before we get started, as you can tell, we are going to be doing eyebrows today. I just got my eyebrows done. I've been waiting to get my brows done so I can record this tutorial for you guys. But be sure to make sure you do 3 important things. Make sure you like this video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bar so you can get a notification every time I post a video. But the other thing that I do want to mention is I really do appreciate you guys watching my videos and supporting me in everything that I do. But one thing I do want to say is make sure you're watching at least most of my video, because when you kind of just watch and then like click off for something, it messes up my watch time, which doesn't necessarily help me with making videos. But I really do appreciate you guys' love and support. So let me stop rambling and let's get into the video. Okay guys, so the first step you're gonna want to do is make sure that you start off with nicely shaped brows, because I just got my brows done. I don't have to do that step, but basically what you would do would just be to pluck any of the areas underneath your brow and then any of the areas above. Okay, so now that your brows are shaped the way you want them to be, what you're going to want to do is prep your face, and I can include somewhere around here a link to one of my videos, which is my morning routine, and it has what I do to prep my face before I start any of my makeup. And so I'll include that. Now that you're done prepping your face, what I do is I prime my lids, and I just take the Too Faced Hangover face primer, but I have the little sample size that I get from shopping at Sephora, but I need to get another one that's like the actual size. I might get the like 2-piece kit.
20 minutes later.
I'm going to put this all over my lid, so when I go to do the rest of my makeup, then it's already covered. So I'm gonna just put it on my eyes, and you just need a little bit on your eyes, and you just want to put it on both sides. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little spoolie and I'm going to brush my brows and make sure that they're laying down and in the direction that I want them to be. I just have 2 of these Morphe brushes, and so right here I have the M42, and this is just what I use to conceal. And then I have the M165, and this is just what I use to do my eyebrows, and this is the angled brush. And what I'm going to use to actually do my brows is this Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the Ebony. The other thing I do use is this NYX Eyebrow Gel, and this is what I use for every day, so I'm not just using my Anastasia like every single day. You're just going to take the brow pomade and your angled brush, and you're going to lightly go into the brow pomade, just like this. And you just want to put a little bit onto the brush because it is pigmented. And so you just want to put a little bit because you don't need a lot when you're doing your brows, and you can always go back in with more. So usually what I'll do is I'll start right about here on my eyebrow where most of my hairs are, but it's at the end, because what I usually try to do is I just try to fill the tail ends, because my eyebrows are usually pretty thick, but I just like them to be a little more elongated. And so you start here so it's not too thick and you have that perfect precision point at the end of your brows. And you want to be very slow, very careful. And I start in the center and I use the shape of my brow. That's why you shaped your brow in the beginning. And you're just going to follow the like natural shape of your eyebrows. And you want to do this how you like your brows to be, so you can make your eyebrows a little more thick, a little more natural. So if you want them to be more natural and thick, then you want to do like small like little hair strokes in the same direction of your eyebrow hairs. But I like the nice like sleek, fleeky kind of brows, so I just follow the natural look of my brows. And if you mess up and get any like elsewhere, it's okay because we're gonna clean it up again later. And so now what I'm going to do is very lightly go into the top of my brows, and I'm just creating the lines that I want to use to
Eventually
do the ends of my brows, but I want to be very careful, very light at the front right here, just so that it's not harsh and thick like the end. I want it to be more of an ombre look, so it fades in naturally with the rest of my brows. And you want to make sure you're using the right end, so you want to use it so it's going in this direction where the long tip is forward and then the like shorter end is facing this way. So it's, I don't know how to explain. And I just do the top part right here, and I still try to do that thin just so I have the shape that I want, but then I'm going to blend it out with the spoolie later. I'm just going to take this small spoolie and I'm going to first stroke the hairs in the direction that I want them to go. So what you're going to see me doing here is I'm just taking a spoolie and spreading some of the foundation to the front of it and getting rid of the harsh line. I'm going to take that Morphe 432 brush and I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro concealer. This is the shade Warm Honey. But what I usually do, because most of the concealers do not match my shade, I've tried almost all of them. Usually what I have to do is I have to mix my concealer with a foundation so that I can mix it together and get the perfect shade that I want for my skin tone, because none of them match. So I'm also on the hunt for a new concealer. I'm looking at the concealers that Rihanna has, but Tarte has some good ones and so does Too Faced, so I'm kind of looking into some of the concealers. But if you guys can you put in the comments below some of your favorite concealers and what shade you use, because I haven't found that perfect concealer that I truly just love. What I do for a more everyday is I'll take my Mabeline Fenty Foundation and it's in 355 Coconut, or I'll take my Fenty Beauty Foundation in 430 and I'll use that and mix it with the LA Girl Pro in Warm Honey. The reason why I'm using the Mabeline foundation is just because I like the consistency a little bit better to do my brows than the Fenty foundation for this. And you're just going to take that Morphe brush and dip it into that concealer, and then I'm just going to go underneath my brows and then I'll use the foundation for the top of my brows. And so you're just going to use nice, precise, slow strokes to clean up your brow. You're mixing the concealers. You want to have the perfect ratio, and some of that just comes from trial and error of mixing the concealers. But usually what I do is, because the concealer is so light, I'll mix way more foundation than the amount of concealer that I'll use, just so it has the perfect tone. But I like the undertones of the concealer, and that's why I use that light one. But I like the undertones of the foundation as well, and it gives me the perfect foundation shade, well, concealer shade for me after mixing the foundation.
One eternity later.
And if you get some of the concealer onto the brows, it's okay. You can just go back either with the pomade or you can use the spoolie to get it off. I'm gonna just use the spoolie. Okay, so once that's done, what you're gonna wanna do is take your Morphe brush and a tissue and wipe off some of the concealer from that concealing brush. So now we're just going to take straight foundation and we're going to line the top of the brow. And same thing, you don't need a lot, but I'm going to not be afraid. I'm going to put it in the center of my brows. And this is just so it shapes it, but then it also blends in with the rest of the foundation.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Okay, so before I even start this, please do not shade me. I know I need to clean my beauty blender. And
it's disgusting.
Usually what I'll do is I'll take my Badescu spray and just spritz it so it's damp. And then I'll just take my sponge and you just want to slowly press it. And you don't want to just dab like this. You want to meticulously press it in so you're not messing up your brow and going over the brow that you just cut. And you can do quick dabs around the edges, but you just want to do slow presses around the brows so you're cleaning up and making sure that it's blended. But then you're also making sure that you're not messing up your brow. But the other thing you do want to make note of is I let this dry just a little bit so it's easier to blend and it still has the amount of coverage that I want. And I'm just really just pressing this into my lid. Guys, so now that this is done, I will be right back with the rest of my makeup. Okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching my video and sticking through to the end here. I am so appreciative of you guys' love and support as I continue to make these videos. I promise that I'm going to try to get better and be more consistent with my uploads. So starting this Monday, the Monday that you're watching, I'm going to be putting videos up every Monday at 6 p.m. maybe color people time because, you know, I'll be a little late. But I'm going to be trying to put videos up more consistently for you guys. But also let me know in the comments below if you like this video. For one, make sure you hit that like button. And let's make sure you're also commenting down below, you know, what kind of videos that you guys want to see me doing. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!